In this video, we will review the login process for the Samsara driver app. By the end of this video, you should be able to log into the driver app and choose your vehicle, trailer, and shipping ID if applicable. As a driver logging into the Samsara driver app, you will need a fleet ID, username, and password, which can be provided by your fleet administrator. Before logging in, there are 3 pieces of information to highlight. Trouble signing in is where you can get helpful information on your fleet ID, username, resetting your password, and verification codes. The ELD in-cab materials, offered electronically prior to login as well as in the app. Also, you can see the version of the app that is running. Signing in, the app will automatically look for the latest version, so it's important to make a regular habit of logging out and then back into the driver app. Signing in, ELD drivers will be asked if you want to review and certify logs. For this discussion, we will skip. After skipping, you are asked to choose a vehicle, trailer, or trailers, and enter a shipping ID if necessary. Enter this information as it applies to your shift. We'll skip these for now and go to Done. Currently, there is no vehicle or trailer selected. This can be updated by clicking into this window or by selecting Vehicle. Clicking in allows you to see if there are multiple vehicles available for your fleet, which show up by order of proximity to the driver's location. Choose the correct vehicle and select Confirm. You can select one or several trailers in your fleet. You can add as many shipping IDs as needed. Once entered, all the information is visible at the top of the screen. You should now be able to log into the driver app successfully and choose the vehicle, trailer, and shipping ID that applies. In this video, we will cover the landing page of the Samsara driver app. By the end of this video, you should be able to identify each feature on the landing page. Once logged into the Samsara driver app, you'll see who is logged into the app on the top left. To the right, there is the Sign Out button, as well as the gear icon, which takes you to the settings page where you can adjust personal settings in the app, view HOS settings, and find a help page containing FAQs about hours of service-related features. For ELD drivers, your duty status is displayed prominently at the top and can be clicked to adjust your status. Under your duty status, you can see a box containing information on the vehicle you're currently logged into, along with any trailer or shipping ID. The Tiles section of the home screen contains colored tiles which can be customized by your admin. These tiles include HOS for managing your hours of service, DVIRs for recording electronic driver vehicle inspection reports, routes for managing all of your routes and deliveries within the app, documents which allow you to record pre-identified forms and send them back to admins, trip log to view trips from the last 30 days, the vehicle icon, which will allow you to change your vehicle mid-shift, and the team driving scenario, which will allow you to assign multiple drivers to one vehicle. As an important note, only one remote device can be logged into one vehicle at a time. If you have multiple drivers that need to be logged into a vehicle, you need to utilize the driving team functionality. There's also a tile that allows you to view all tasks to find task and notification history to take action on. The navigation bar at the bottom provides the following shortcuts to the main areas within the app. The Home tab will take you back to the main home screen. The Map tab displays a map view of your current surroundings. Use it to find your location, including location of vehicles and assets. The Messages tab is where you can send and receive messages between you and admins or dispatchers, for example. The Inbox tab is your central destination for reviewing tasks, notifications, and important updates so you can catch up on anything you missed while driving or performing other tasks. The U tab is where you can access your safety and driver efficiency scores, self-coaching events, and activities like total drive time and distance driven. All of these features are covered in detail in other videos. When you're done with your shift, be sure to sign out. You should now be able to identify each feature in the driver app landing page. In this video, we will review some of the customizable setting options available to drivers in the settings portion of the driver app. By the end of this video, you should know how to change your language, theme, and turn on the automatic driving screen. You can access the settings page by pressing the gear icon. From here, there are a couple of options to be aware of. You can update your language, change your app theme, pin a vehicle to a device, and automatically have the driving screen appear during drive time. Going back to languages, you can select the preferred language. This will apply across the entire driver app after it's been saved. Here, you can see this page has been converted to Spanish. Returning to the landing page, this is in Spanish as well. You can head back to languages to set this all back to English. Next is the theme. The theme dictates the coloring across the entire app. By default, it's set to day, which means the driver app background will be a bright white. However, during night conditions, a bright screen can be distracting in the vehicle, so night mode is available. You can set this to come on automatically between 8 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. or leave it on at all times. If I select night and then save, a dark screen applies across the whole driver app. To have your drive time automatically appear on the screen while driving, toggle on the Auto Open Driving screen. And lastly, let's go back to pin a vehicle to a device. If you toggle this feature on, it will lock this device to the currently selected vehicle for all drivers who log on to the Samsara driver app on this device. You should now know where to go to customize your driver app settings. In this video, we will review a number of ways you can seek help in navigating the Samsara driver app. By the end of this video, you will know where to find information and commonly asked questions, search for your own questions, and send feedback. We will start in Settings by clicking the gear icon. From here, if you need to look up any information, you can click into the Help section. This is where you can find ELD in-cab materials, which include the driver app manual as well as the instruction sheet. Returning to the Help page, we will see a number of frequently asked questions. At the bottom of the page, if you have a different question, you can click in and navigate to the Samsara Help Center. From here, you can search for any question you have on all things Samsara. Going back to the main settings page, if you have concerns about the rule set if you are a driver under the ELD mandate, you can click on HOS settings to confirm your org's time zone, cycle, restart, and 30-minute rest break. If any of these options don't look accurate to your fleet, follow up with your fleet administrator to have them updated. As a driver, you're also able to send feedback directly to Samsara's team. Any improvements we can make are greatly appreciated. You can submit them here and click Send. Lastly, heading back into Settings, you can confirm the version of the driver app here. If you are working with one of our support representatives, they will often ask you the version of your app to best assist you. This can be found under Settings as well as the Login page. You should now know where to go for help in the Samsara driver app. In this video, we will review the Documents tile. By the end of this video, you should know how to submit documents through the driver app and what information is included. The Documents tile in the Samsara driver app allows drivers to submit documents to their fleet administrators. If you tap on Create New Document, you're given a list of document types that can be submitted to a fleet administrator. For this video, we will submit an accident document. You can see from the top, the accident document has the following fields to complete: damage photos, incident description, date, driver signature, reference number, and notes. In this example, incident description, date, and driver signature are required fields. But note that the fields to complete and what fields are required will vary depending on how your admin set up each form. Clicking any of these fields will take you to a flow that brings in all 6 items. We'll start with the damage photos. Here, you can add a photo using your smart device. You can see 1 of 6, meaning that there are 6 fields to complete. We'll skip this step for now because it's not required. Clicking Next, I can now add an incident description. The star shows you that this field is required. I'll put in the description, then click Next. We'll add in a date and time, then add a signature. For signature, you will be asked to type in your name, as well as sign. Reference number and notes in this example are optional, so we'll click Done and then Submit Document. The document has now been submitted. Within seconds, your fleet administrator will be able to view this document in the Samsara dashboard. You should now know how to submit documents in the driver app as required by your administrators. In this video, we will review the messages feature found within the Samsara driver app. By the end of this video, you should know how to navigate to the messaging feature, view, and send messages to administrators. As a driver, you can receive messages from system administrators by selecting the Messages tab, indicated by the envelope icon at the bottom. You will see a red notification with a number inside, notifying you of new messages. Clicking in, there looks to be one new message that came in, informing that the last job was canceled and to head back to the garage. As a driver, you can respond back directly to your admin. Messages work much like a text message and are an easy way for you to stay in touch with dispatch. They are also commonly used to get announcements to the entire fleet. Dispatchers can send one or more messages to drivers at the same time. Please be aware that messages you send to admins are visible to all admins that have access to the dashboard. Also, messaging is safe with Samsara. They cannot be viewed or sent while driving. If your administrator has enabled text-to-speech for your organization, you can press play to hear an unread message received while driving, spoken out loud to you. You should now be able to navigate to the messaging icon, view messages from and send messages to your administrators. In this video, we will review the routes feature found within the Samsara driver app. By the end of this video, you should be able to navigate to the routes feature in the driver app and view or select your routes to complete. As a driver, you could be assigned and review any routes given to you by selecting the routes tile. Here, you can view any of the routes happening today, in the future, and from the past. If your admin creates unassigned routes, you can also search for brand new routes that have not been assigned to any driver across your fleet by selecting Add Route. Looking at the route for today, you can see there are 6 stops to make that start and end at the same address. Tapping into the route, you'll see the starting location as well as all of the locations that need to be hit throughout the day as well as the time they are due. You can receive turn-by-turn navigation by selecting the Navigate button at the bottom. This will open up your device's native mapping application or integrated mapping solution set up by your admin. You should now be able to identify your routes for the day, previous days, and upcoming days, and use the Routes feature to begin your route. In this video, we will review electronic DVIRs in the Samsara driver app. By the end of this video, you will be able to navigate to the DVIR feature and successfully complete the DVIR requirements. You can fill out your electronic driver vehicle inspection report by selecting the DVIR tile. Here, you can see all of the previous DVIRs entered against the vehicle you are currently signed into. It shows information on the type of inspection, VIN, etc. We can start a new DVIR by selecting Create DVIR. If you're not already on duty as a driver, the system will ask you to go on duty to complete this process. Here, it shows being logged into one vehicle and one trailer, and we'll need to do a separate DVIR on each one. For this demonstration, we will only do the vehicle. From here, you will have the vehicle name, the VIN, and the location. You are able to enter a license plate if this is required within your jurisdiction. Scrolling down, you can see the odometer, and we can see pre- or post-trip options. We will select a pre-trip. You are able to take walk-around photos, utilizing the camera within your smart device. Scrolling down further, you can select any defects found within your inspection. You're able to search for or select from a list of any defects that apply. At the very bottom, you can select the general option under Other and enter comments if the issue you found doesn't match any of the options listed above. Click Back, and once you're done completing all of your defects, you can certify that the vehicle is safe or unsafe to drive. In this case, no defects were found, so we will choose Safe to drive. After completing the form, it will automatically be sent to your fleet administrator for review and follow-up. Within seconds of submitting, you can see your DVIR has successfully been uploaded to the system. You should now be able to navigate to the DVIR feature and successfully complete a DVIR. The Inbox tab in the Driver app allows you to review notifications, tasks, and critical updates that come through the different channels in the Driver app from your administrators. Now, you have a centralized hub to manage important tasks that need your attention. When you log into the Driver app, you'll find the Inbox tab at the bottom navigation bar. Once you click on Inbox, you will find your Inbox actions, which consist of tasks and notifications. Tasks are action-oriented to-dos with assignment details, such as due date, assignee, and status. Supported tasks may include assigned forms, virtual coaching, assigned training, log certification, and unassigned hours review. Please note, some of these supported tasks may be outside of your organization's current licensing plan, and therefore you may not see some of these supported tasks. Notifications inform you when you receive an alert. Supported notifications may include all notified driver alerts configured by your fleet administrator and HOS violations alerts. Incomplete tasks and unread inbox entries are included in the unread notification count. Unread inbox entries are indicated by red dots. Driver workflows will also surface in the inbox, allowing you to view incomplete workflows and resume where you left off. Click on a task or notification to review the details and take action as needed. So while you're out driving and managing other workflows within your shift, know that you can rely on the Samsara Driver app inbox to capture your tasks and notifications in one place. In this video, we'll review how to complete a custom-made forklift inspection form in the Samsara Driver app. Tap the Forms tile to get started. Then select Start a Form. In this example, we'll pick Forklift Inspection. You may need to select responses, provide an asset, text, number, date or time response, upload a photo, or sign the form. Geofence questions will automatically detect your location. Some responses may also require you to add an issue or answer a follow-up question. To add a new issue, describe it, provide supporting images if required, and then tap Done to submit the issue. You can also manually create an issue. Select Add a note below the item response, follow the same workflow as above, tap Create Issue, and submit it. Forms will dynamically load open or in progress issues that have been reported by previous operators. That way, you can check on the progress of ongoing fixes. Make sure you answer all required questions. If you need to save a draft of a form so you can complete it at a later time, tap the blue back arrow in the top left corner of the form and tap Save when prompted in the follow-up dialog. To access the draft, start a form, then select it from the drafts. If a signature is required, sign the box with your signature and tap Done to return to the form. Some forms may require approval. If that's the case, select the approver, and the form will be sent to them for approval. You'll receive a notification when your administrator approves your form or requests changes. When the form is complete, tap Submit. In this video, you will learn how to complete your assigned training in the Samsara Driver app. You may get prompted to complete training in the Driver app a few different ways. Depending on your organization, you may be prompted to complete training during a start or end-of-day workflow. Additionally, you may receive a notification in your Driver app inbox, which may also show up as a task. In general, to view any assigned training courses, tap the Training tile on the homepage. Locate your assigned training in the Needs Review tab. Select the training course and complete it. Once complete, the training shows under the Completed tab.
In this video, learn how to manage your duty status within the Samsara Driver app. You can view your current duty status at the top of the driver app, along with how long you've been in that duty status for. If you tap on the duty section, you can find all the duty statuses available to you as a driver. Please note that the option to utilize personal conveyance and yard move is enabled by your fleet administrator. If you wish to use either of these after they have been activated, be sure to select the duty status while the vehicle is powered on, but before driving the vehicle. Otherwise, the status will automatically be put in drive. Select a new duty status by tapping on it, and then you'll have the option to make a remark. Select a suggested remark or type in your own remark. Once complete, tap Save. The location at the bottom has been automatically detected based on your vehicle's location. After confirming your duty status, remark, and location, tap Save. Now you can see your duty status has been updated to On Duty. When you eventually need to go off duty, just tap on the duty status, select Off Duty, add a remark if needed, then tap Save. When you tap Save, you are prompted with a few options. Go off duty and sign out, which will sign you out of the app. Go off duty, which confirms your status change but keeps you signed into the app. And lastly, there's Cancel, which does not confirm the duty status change and takes you back to select your duty status. Now you know how to manage your duty status in the Samsara driver app. You can make edits by tapping on the HOS tile. Here, you can view your current duty status, available time, and if you scroll down, you can see your certified and uncertified logs. We'll go ahead and make a change to the last uncertified log. In this example, if you needed to add that you were on duty for part of that day, you can tap Edit on the top right. From there, pick a start time and an end time. Next, select your desired duty status, and since an edit is being made, a remark is required to be entered. Attempting a save without a remark will result in an error. Tap on Add Remark to type in your remark or select from the suggestions. Once you've confirmed your start and end time, as well as your duty status and remark, tap Save. Back on the daily log, you can make any additional edits to your logs for that day. Edit any trailer, shipping ID, or vehicle information. After all the edits are made for this daily log, tap Certify and Submit. You'll be asked to confirm that everything is true and correct. If so, you'll tap Agree and Submit. Now this log will be certified. In general, edits are only allowed on uncertified logs. However, if you feel that you will need to make edits to certified logs, please reach out to your administrator to activate this functionality. Now you know how to edit logs in the Samsara driver app. In this video, learn how to review and approve carrier edits in the Samsara driver app. Please note that any changes made to a driver's logs need to be approved by that driver. You will typically use this functionality for scenarios where drive time needs to be edited. Under the US ELD mandate, drivers are not able to edit away drive time, so they will need to enter a remark and certify their logs. To review log edits, tap on the HOS tile. If you have carrier edits to review, you'll find them at the top. When you tap Review Carrier Edits, you'll find any log edits a carrier has made. This is indicated by a duty status that has a checkmark or an X next to them. Tap the green checkmark to approve, or click the X icon to delete it. You can also switch between the edited log view and the original log view to compare the carrier edits made to help you review. Because the log was already certified, you can approve this change by clicking Certify and Submit. This will recertify your logs, as well as approve the carrier edit. Now you know how to review and approve a carrier edit as a driver in the Samsara driver app. In this video, we'll review how to successfully comply with a roadside inspection. To start things off, if you're requested to share the required manual or inspection sheet with the inspector, you can produce those physically or pull them from within the driver app. Navigate to Settings by tapping the Settings icon. Then select Help and choose ELD in-cab materials. You have access to both the driver app manual and the transfer page instruction sheet. Use the back arrows in the top left corner to return to the home screen. Both virtual and physical documents are compliant with the US ELD mandate. To successfully present your logs and transfer them if necessary, select the HOS icon. Next, tap the Roadside icon below your HOS clocks. Once selected, the roadside inspection will allow you to enter a 4-digit PIN, which will lock out the Samsara driver app to just the roadside inspection page. When the inspection is done, you can re-enter your PIN to regain access to the system. From here you can see your logs for the current day as well as previous days. At the bottom of the page for any given day, you will see a digital signature of your own name. If you successfully certified and signed your log in the event that a transfer is requested, tap the Transfer button. Transfer can take place without certification. However, we recommend always certifying your logs. You can transfer your logs through wireless web services or over email. You only need to select one. We recommend using wireless web services. To do this, tap the Wireless Web Services button. And from here, you can enter a comment, typically with information requested by the inspector allowing them to identify your logs for further review. Simply enter in the comment and tap Transfer. The transfer process cannot be undone, so be sure that you've entered all the correct information before transferring your logs. In this video, we'll be discussing how to use team driving with the Samsara driver app. Before we begin, it is important to note that only one device is needed to use team driving with the Samsara driver app. The first driver will log into the app with their credentials. Once logged in, select the driving team tile on the home page. Then, tap Add Passenger. Next, input your team driver's credentials and select Sign In. Now that both drivers are logged in, above the first driver's name you'll notice Viewing Account and Current Vehicle Driver. This indicates that the first driver is the current driver on shift and is about to drive, and the second driver is currently in the passenger role. The first driver will need to go back to the home page and change their duty status to On Duty. The second driver will need to be in sleeper berth, Off Duty, or On Duty. For our example, we will set our second driver to sleeper berth. To set the second driver in this status, return to the driving team tile. Then, tap the View Account button below their name to switch to their account. At the top of the home page should be the second driver's name. This will confirm that you are viewing the app as the second driver. Next, set their duty status to sleeper berth. Now, the first driver should be ready to begin their shift and start driving. When the second driver is ready to begin their shift and the first driver is ready to end, simply go back to the driving team tile. To switch between current drivers, you simply need to tap the Set as Driver button below the name of the driver who will be driving. Once this is complete, repeat the previous steps to change the duty statuses for both drivers. This time around, the second driver will be on duty and ready to start driving, while the first driver will be in sleeper berth. When both drivers have completed their shift, simply tap the Sign Out button in the top right corner on the home page to sign out both drivers at once. Now you know how to use team driving with the Samsara driver app.